This is comments, and we're going to add a comment to our summary worksheet. And the purpose of this worksheet is to summarize the data in the transactions worksheet. We're going to use comments as a data internal control. And some of the most common and effective data internal control techniques are those features that explain what data is on a worksheet or how that data is calculated on a worksheet. This helps the user from misinterpreting or misusing that data. And we're going to add a comment to this cell right here. This is cell E5, so I'm going to go ahead and click that. We have a different way of calculating the percent to total for the returns. For all the other columns in this worksheet, the percent to total, for example, for Connecticut, will be what percent the total transactions are for Connecticut based on the total company. So this is simply dividing transactions for Connecticut by the total transactions for the company. Well, the returns column is going to be something a little bit different. What we're going to be calculating here is what the percentage of returns are with relationship to the total cash sales. So since this percent to total row when we get to returns is calculated differently from the other columns, we're going to add a comment to that cell where it says returns so that the user knows how that's going to be calculated. So I'm going to be clicking the review tab of the ribbon, and I'm going to just click the comment button. And that will allow me to add a comment to this cell. So you'll see this little box pop up. Your username or whatever ID you have for your PC may come up right here. And the comment I'm going to write is percent of total in this column is return dollars as a percent of cash sales. So this is telling the user that the percent to total for this column is calculated differently from all the others. Now, when you click off of that cell, the only thing you see is the little red triangle. But when you place the mouse pointer over the cell, you can see the comment. So a user would just have to, notice that little red triangle, and then when the mouse pointer is placed over the cell, the user will be able to read the comment and now understand how the data is being calculated for this column. And that is how you add a comment to a worksheet.